No, from Riga. So we're about to begin the webinar for this week, and we'll continue where we start in terms of looking at the articles, because the idea of doing this, what's it called, how to use different indicators. Because we ourselves in Dukas Copy Research team, we usually use the indicators. So if you can see this widget, yeah, you can see the different indicators and what they flash. So we use it ourselves over here. So that's the reason why I'm doing the indicators, to tell you the basic of how to use these individual indicators. If you check the archives and you check on YouTube our archives, the past videos, you see that I already did MACD, RSI, stochastics. I've done that, and I've done alligators. So right now we are doing the SARs, and not only that one. Now I believe on Friday we'll talk about this ADX. So right now we are doing this parabolic SARs. If you have any question, guys, simply drop it at the chat there. I will answer you in a due time. And if you want me to take a look at any currency pair while I'm doing how to use these technical indicators, you can simply write it as well, and I will take a look at that when I have time. So that being said, let's take a look at parabolic SARs. What is parabolic SARs? According to the author of these articles, that's my colleague, parabolic SARs is another indicator that helps trader to determine trend direction and potential reversal. Sometimes the indicator is called stop and reversal. It's not sometimes, it's called stop and reversal. I will put it on my own terms. Parabolic SARs, I would say, is a trending, what's it called? Is a trend following indicators. That's my own definition of parabolic SARs. Is a trend following indicators. That's parabolic. And this SARs, so as she said, sometimes some people call it SARs. I will put it like that. That is kind of two ways, because this SARs stands for what? Stop and reversal system. So the parabolic shows you that what's it called? It's kind of following the trend. When these dots start appearing and they start following the trend, the case may be, and when the trend, when it stops, you see the dot will appear in either direction, above the price level or below the price level, whichever ways. But I will talk about that in a little bit. Why? The history of this parabolic SARs. This parabolic SARs was developed by Westvater in 1978. Westvater was looking for the best indicators that will help him trade the market. Even by then, I think 1978, the computer was not as advanced as we have it this time around. So he developed, or he funded, or he created these parabolic SARs, and he used this indicator to help himself how to identify a trend and to know when the trend stops and reverse. That's where it comes to this SARs. I'll continue. Before I continue, I will just let me open this chart. Right now we're looking at this chart. I will do some technical analysis with these parabolic SARs indicators. And before I will go further, the settings, the traditional settings for these parabolic SARs is 0.2, 0.2. That's the traditional settings. You can easily do your settings the way you want, and depending on the time frame which you're looking at. So this is the traditional setting. Some people can easily put 0.5 there, or so, depending on their time frame and their strategy. So you can adjust or reconfigure these parameters with the number that you seems works for you. So that being said, if you look at this parabolic SARs right now, you see on when the dots start appearing, when the first dot appears, what you do, you wait. When the second dot appears, to me, I usually use the third dot. When I see the third dot, I know that here the trend is already changing to the upside. There's going to be a bullish trend a bullish trend. So you start looking for a buy opportunity. When it starts happening, the trend starts showing at the above the price action 1, 2, 3. Then you start looking for a sell opportunity. Then you know that the trend is changing to the downside. Also, some trader use these SARs parabolic indicators to set their stop loss and take profits, or to set their stop loss and start moving their stop loss accordingly with this parabolic SAR. So you can use it to identify the reversal, where the trend stops and where the potential upside or downside reversal will start, or you can use it to look for a trend either to the uptrend or to downtrend, or in other finally you can still use this parabolic SARs to put your stop loss and take profit. That is all with this parabolic SARs. My advice to new trader or even old trader, I know old trader you already know this, but for these new traders or the intermediate trader, it is not advised for you to base your strategy on just one indicators. You can use this indicator and you can use ATRO, or you can use whichever one. You just miss 2 or 3 indicators in order for you to see the pure picture in the market. But for me, when I'm doing my technical analysis, I use moving average, or moving average. That's my simple ways of doing my technical indicator. Not only moving average with the price action. Most times it works for me, but sometimes it goes against me. That is for forex market for you. Okay, let's take a look at this parabolic SARs indicators. If I want to use this parabolic SARs indicator, how will I use this at this moment? So let me drink coffee. If I want to use it, how will I use it? First, I already see this parabolic is showing me, what's it called? The trend is moving downward and the trend is moving up to the upside. It's kind of a simple way on how to use this parabolic to my own understanding. You don't just start buying when you see that the dots start appearing below the price or above the price. You need to follow the trend, the general trend in the market, depending on the time frame which you're looking at. For me, let me take this what's it called? Yeah, I hit it at this. I don't want to hit it here, but I put it at this current low. Yeah. So what am I looking at? I am seeing at this point in time the Euro USD, the price is going downward since the beginning of January. So the price is trading in a downtrend. What you start looking for? You start looking for a sell signal. You start looking for a sell signal, not on a buy signal. You can trade, you can buy this currency pair, but it's always advised for you to trade accordingly to the trend in the market, depending on the time frame. If I'm trading a 1 hour time frame, I want to be selling this pair, not buying this pair. But however, the SARs parabolic indicators, or the parabolic SARs indicators, as you know, helps you to figure the stop and potential reversal, and helps you to know the trend that is currently happening at this point in time. So let's take a look at the current market. Let's take a look at this current market right now. I'll put this trend. I'll take this. Let me put it at this mini. Yeah, let me put it at this zone right now. When you're looking to short the market, when this as I told you before, you follow the overall trend in the market and you trade with that. If you are looking for a signal with Euro USD, that was yesterday, you're supposed to be looking for a sell signal. How you see the movement going up to the upside, and you see the parabolic SARS indicator is showing you that this trend is upside. You already have this your trend line. At this point, you 1 2 3, the dots start appearing. You see a potential downside reversal, so you start looking to sell this market. That is how it usually works in terms of the SARS parabolic indicators. Very interesting. You start asking yourself right now, hey Wiz, this price already started going to the upside. Yeah, what you start looking for at this point, what I'm looking at this moment, I will be looking to buy this currency pair. You might ask me, hey Wiz, but you said trades accordingly to the trend. Yeah, I told you trade accordingly to the trend, but there's already a breakout. You can see there's a breakout from the upper boundary of a descending channel. Not only there's a breakout from the upper boundary of a descending channel, you see at this point in time, the previous swing high has been broken. So you need to look for a buy opportunity. You can enter this market right now, put your stop loss at this zone, and take profit somewhere at this high level. It depends on what you want to do, but this is my technique on how I trade the market. That's the reason why you don't just say, hey, I want to, the parabolic SARS indicator is showing the dot below the price, let me buy, or it's showing it above the price, let me sell. No, you need to look the structure of the market. At this point, the parabolic indicator is showing me that trend is kind of an uptrend. Number one, I already see, okay, yeah, parabolic shows that is a buy signal. Number two, there's already a breakout through the upper boundary of a descending channel, because right now I'm trading on a 1 hour time frame. So I take from this high and connect it to the low. So I already got my trend. It's a down trend, but there's already an upside breakout. That's to show that there's a potential bullish run. And number three, there's still a breakout from the previous day high level. That's to show us that, yeah, today might end up with a bullish run. So if you are looking to trade this currency pair right now, you need to go bullish. And if you want to put your stop loss, if I want to buy this currency pair right now, I can buy and put stop loss somewhere in this region. Yeah, somewhere in this region. But if you want to be more conservative, you can put your stop loss somewhere this below this parabolic trend. So it all depends on what you want. And take profit for me, I will target this zone as my take profit, because I don't see any resistance. The only resistance I'm seeing right now is going to be at this zone, somewhere in this region. Yeah, somewhere in this region. That's going to be the resistance. So guys, this is the parabolic SARS indicators, and we have the articles, and the article is already we already posted it on our website. So we are following this widget. We've already done the MACD, RSI, stochastics, and SARS. We've done the alligators. I think on Friday I'll be talking about the basic of this ADX. Make research. I've never used this ADX, so I will make the research to see what it is, because I can see that it's even showing neutral, so maybe miss signal. So guys, thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget, in the future, for those guys that will be watching this video in the future, don't forget to hit like button below and hit on the notification in order for you to get some exclusive video from Dukas Copy Research team and some of our analysts. Those guys that trade the markets, e.g. FS Passion. FS Passion is a teacher. He teaches you A to Z in Forex. We have Doc. He is kind of a pro in terms of stock market. We have Buy House and the host of others. So don't forget to hit the like button and click on notification button in order for you to follow the future analysis. Okay, my time is up. See you on Friday. Bye.